Okay, I see now. I see why that random old guy in Japan called me a baka. Huh, I thought he was being nice. I guess not. Oh, hello. That kind of sucked. Oh my god. Okay, I think it's recording. Hopefully. If not. If not, we're kind of cooked. Check out the drip though. No, the video is not clickbait. Hasan has officially responded to the last video that I made about a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. Long story short, I was reacting to Pegasus' video on Hasan and how Hasan was trolling slash being serious when it comes to the whole let's beat up Pegasus because I don't feel safe with Pegasus around. That was his whole thing. Just trolling, being silly, being like, I don't condone it, but it will be kind of hilarious if Pegasus were to get attacked or beat up Kane. Long story short, I made a video about that and I was just like, well, you know, that's not very nice, Hasan. That's kind of mean. And I guess he didn't like that. He reacted to my Pegasus video and it looks like he isn't a fan. It does break my heart a little bit, but I think I'll be okay, I think. So yeah, here we have it. This is my official response to Hasan. This is so funny to see. So it all started because this person that goes by Clipping Wings said, more Pegasus slop tuber. Appreciate that. More Pegasus slop tuber colleagues, sensitive society. Thank you. Okay, so little side note and rant. I hate when people call me out and they don't spell my name right. It's society with a 3. If you're gonna call me out, at least get it right. More Pegasus slop tuber colleagues, sensitive society takes Hasan Singapore meme very seriously. And here we have Hasan, you know, just watching on. They're quoting me here. Hasan and his fans are definitely taking it a step further than Pegasus. I said that and I agree with that. Pegasus is not sending his fans, right, to attack Hasan. He's not even joking about it. So I don't think it's wrong to say, yeah, I do think Hasan and his fans are taking it a little further than Mr. Pegasus. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe Pegasus has said, yeah, you know, I hope Hasan gets curved. I hope they do the same thing that happened to 9/11, but to Hasan in his house. I don't think he said that. Of course, he doesn't support it, nor do I. And I even said that on my last video. I'm like, I don't want violence from any side. Like, if he got curved, would I be celebrating that? No, I would not. I literally said that. But they keep quoting me. It only takes one crazy person for a tragedy to happen, which, yeah, I mean, it does. This is where it gets into dangerous territory. Well, yeah, when you're half joking, half serious when it comes to saying stuff like, yeah, you know, Pegasus should get caned. He should get beat up. But I'm joking because I want to invest in Singapore. Well, yeah, it only takes one unhinged fan from either side for shit to go wrong. I don't have Twitter. I'm not active on there, so I had no idea this even was a thing. I guess people love me on Twitter. I like how they said sensitive society takes Hasan Singapore meme very seriously. When in the same video, I literally say, do I actually think Hasan is going to pull up and kill Pegasus? Or do I think he genuinely, hear me out, genuinely believes it? That Pegasus should die? I said no. I think it's a meme that's not funny, but the same people that are criticizing me, they don't even watch the fucking content. Go back and watch it. Do I actually think Hasan wants Pegasus dead? No. I literally said that. If you're gonna clip for views on Twitter so you can make 4 cents out of it, at least get the full context.
Turns out Hasan is still obsessed with me and talking about Singapore, apparently. So super quick lore recap. He threatened to sue me. He brought up some unrelated laws, talked about having me caned, the death penalty for some reason. Obviously, this didn't work. The lawsuits didn't work at all, so he backed out completely, said it was a joke. He then went on a 1-hour rant about me and Singapore and how he wants the government to prosecute me because I criticized a public figure. So I responded to him. He then responded to me back, had a 1-hour crash out again, declared me his, like, main enemy of his stream. Anyways, turns out he reacted to fellow slop tuber sensitive society, and he basically just makes up a bunch of shit and just starts lying repeatedly. This response is horrible.
Prison for a tragedy to happen. This is where it gets into dangerous territory. Wait, what? One crazy person in the Singaporean government? Like, what are we talking about?
No, Hasan, I did not mean that. Oh my god. No, that's not what I mean. I mean one of your fucking unhinged fans. I get it. I'm not stupid. I understand what he's trying to do. I think we all do. I literally already talked about this. I'm just here to respond to my idol. I'm a little nervous, you know, because, you know, Hasan is watching. I might be blushing, but you know, we're gonna get through it.
Where it gets into dangerous territory. Wait, what? One crazy person in the Singaporean government? Like, what are we talking about?
No, I think everyone who's watching this video knows exactly what Hasan is trying to do here. Once again, it goes back to the half joke joking, half serious, and hoping one of these things sticks and the government could investigate Pegasus. But I mean, I'm no lawyer. I want to say that, but I don't think they're going to kill him live on stream on Twitch. He's trolling, but at the same time, he's...
Dog, morepegasus has been calling me a terrorist and a terrorist supporter for every single day for the last 2 years. What are you talking about?
I mean, you're not really doing yourself any favors with the live streams you do and with the people that you have and with the stuff that you show to your colleagues on Twitch. So if Hasan wants to play this game, Hasan does not have a clean record. Now Hasan wants to act like he's never called out anyone or been critical and has said worse stuff than I and Pegasus and any other slop tuber has. So
morepegasus has been calling me a terrorist and a terrorist supporter for every single day for the last 2 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so literally never called him a terrorist. So another classic case of lying is OP. Hasan, I know you already know this, but you're purposely being disingenuous because, you know, you're a dishonest scumbag. People call you a terrorist supporter because that's 100% accurate, as evidenced by multiple clips publicly available to everyone and you constantly doubling down on your support for them. Also, we all know why he lumps these two very different things together, because he knows one of them he can defend and one of them he cannot. So he might as well just exaggerate the criticism as much as possible and make his haters look crazy.
If you were to ask me, do I think Hasan is a terrorist? No. I genuinely don't think Hasan is a terrorist. I think he's a fucking retard. Now, there is a difference between being a terrorist and a terrorist sympathizer slash supporter. And I think anytime any rational person has called out Hasan, I don't think anyone has ever said, yeah, Hasan is a terrorist and Hasan did 9/11. He's blowing up the Pentagon next. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see what Hasan has to say about the go-to YouTuber that goes by Senz.
The king of jokes here fails to understand a joke.
Like, I can't even joke about it. I can't even joke about it a little bit. We can't even crack jokes.
Right? I don't think Pegasus has reported Hasan to the U.S. government. I think he talks about it, but I don't think he's ever directly tried to DM Trump. Be like, yo, Trump, could you hook me up? So this guy, Hasan, he gotta go. I don't think he's doing that. And if he has, based Pegasus. But Hasan...
Oh, so...
I made Hasan laugh. I love that. I think that made my day. Hasan, if you're watching this somehow, I would love to collab with you. I think we're more alike than you think. I think you're blinded by your hate of slop. I don't know, Hasan, we're both in Cali. You know, we could go get boba. I don't know, if you like a vanilla latte on me. I think we could figure something out. Just send me a DM and let's chill. I forgot that I use this fucking image, dude. I'm obsessed with this image and I've been obsessed with it for like 2 weeks by this point. Based Pegasus. But Hasan...
Oh, so he's not doing that. You're suspecting I'm doing that, but if Pegasus was doing that, then that would be base. Got it. I like that these guys are just so one fucking speed where they just contradict themselves in real time, in broad daylight, in the same commentary, in a 1 minute and 24-second video.
I mean, that was a joke. You could say the delivery sucked, or I'm just not funny, and you know, if you feel like that, that's fine. But that was a joke. I thought it would be pretty obvious by me saying it and using a cat. I don't know how to make a joke more obvious. Anyone that watches the content or anyone that kind of knows me knows that I'm clearly being funny, or at least trying to be funny. Hasan, please stop. Please, Hasan, I just want us to be friends. I think Hasan, Pegasus, and myself, we need to meet and have some tea, maybe some coffee, and just talk about our differences.
In a 1 minute and 24-second video.
Yeah, number one joke understander here. See, the difference is, we know that it's so far-fetched that we would never even dream of something like that, but the reason you get called out for it, despite the fact that you say you're joking, is because you are documented lying multiple times, and because your fan base is completely freaking crazy. Like when people unironically accuse your chat of, you know, spamming hearts for a terrorist, it is just insane behavior. So there is known nutty people in your fan base, which is why your jokes are very irresponsible and could be considered potential dog whistles. The same standards don't apply to people who have sane and reasonable fan bases.
People like Hasan are always like, man, these YouTubers are trying to manipulate people and turning them into the alt-right pipeline. And, you know, if you watch Pegasus, WestJet, Diesel Patches, and Sensitive Society, you will literally become a school shooter the next day. It's just like, and if you're an NPC and a bot and you fall for it, well, that's kind of on you. I mean, especially if you're a grown-ass man. I've seen grown-ass people in their 20s and their 30s being like, yeah, this content creator made me fall into the right-wing pipeline. If you're a teen, if you're a YN, I get it, because you're a lot more impressionable. You know, these insane grifters could get to you a lot easier. I get that. But if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and you're falling for a fucking online pipeline, let me tell you something. You're a fucking idiot, and your life sucks, and you should really consider quitting it in Minecraft. Of course, not in real life. How are you 20 or 30 years old and you're like, yeah, I fell for the right-wing pipeline. I fell for the left-wing pipeline. It's like, dude, come on. If you're 12, I'll give you a pass. If you're 14, 15, okay, you're still impressionable. But 20-something, 30-year-old people falling for a pipeline, a internet pipeline, by the way, it's just the funniest and cringiest thing of all time.
To people who have sane and reasonable fan bases. So then he proceeds to call us right-wingers and, make the whole thing political as always.
Over the last few months, years, we know how obsessive fans get. We know the political climate.
Wait. What I don't understand, Soy Right is awesome. I love when right-wingers literally even jokingly receive like a fraction of pushback and they straight up turn around and they're like, oh my God, you want to murder me. How does this work? How does this work at all? Like if you've obsessively made videos twice a day for like the last, 300 plus days or 150 plus days, I don't know. If you've made daily videos, because I think the number of videos that he's made on me is more than 400 now. And in those videos, he's calling me a terrorist. In those videos, he's slandering me, defaming me.
Wow. I mean, he literally got everything wrong there. I mean, where do I begin? I guess first off,
I'll let you finish, Pegasus, but let me go first. I cannot believe in the big 26. I've been doing YouTube since mid-2020s. I've been doing this for 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, around that time. And whenever someone has a problem with me, whether it's a YouTuber as big as Hasan or other individuals like the guy that made that video about, YouTubers being school shooters and talked about me and how, sensitive society is this Nazi right-winger, or it's YouTubers with like 3 subs and they're talking about how bad I am because I'm a little edgy, if you will. I've never in a million years claimed to be part of the right. I hate that I have to talk about this, but I mean, I guess I'll openly say it. No, I am not a right-winger. I don't believe in that. The amount of times that I've been critical of right-wingers is too many to count. I've made videos talking about Andrew Tate being a fucking loser. These people only see or hear me say retard or, me being a little edgy. Therefore, I love the quartering. I love Nick Fuentes, and I'm watching Fresh and Fit every single day, and I'm watching Andrew Tate every single day when, no, I've been critical of all of those people in the past. He watches Nick Fuentes 24/7, 365. No. Could it be further from the truth, if I'm being honest? But no, Hasan, to answer your question, no, I am not some insane right-winger. I've never been.
I mean, he literally got everything wrong there. I mean, where do I begin? I guess first off, twice a day. Buddy, my upload schedule. You're watching every single video. I don't upload twice a day. I guess you got me mixed up with your buddy Asmongold or something, but don't worry, I don't got that streamer schedule, all right? Once a day is already plenty enough for me, and even that's too much sometimes, at least these days. Second off, he's once again lying about the terrorist thing again. Third off, 400 videos, objectively false.
There's so much other shit going on. Talk about collab or something. Why do you guys get so mad? I have 40 ships waiting, stuck at sea, waiting for a resolution. Stop. There's so much other shit going on. Talk about collab or something. Gold. This guy is literally ADHD brain. But yeah, it's funny that he's saying that like the 2 times where, or what, how many times have I mentioned him now? Like 5? Like the 5 total times that I've mentioned him on stream after 400 plus videos, and he's like, well, you want to murder him. So what does morepegasus want to do then to me? What does morepegasus want to do to me then with the 400 plus videos that he's done? I mean, he is clearly a significantly large audience.
Okay, so at this point, I'm convinced Hasan is either retarded or he's just lying on purpose. I mean, lying do be OP. I gotta keep it real. I gotta start using that, and I will. If you watch my full video, if you don't watch the fucking retarded fucking clips that the beggars on Twitter clip for, they got a clip so they could afford to eat. I get that, it's hard times out there. I literally said that if you ask me, do I genuinely, it's in the OG video, do I genuinely believe that Hasan wants Pegasus dead? I literally said no. I said no. I don't know why he's running with this narrative that I said, yeah, I actually do think Hasan wants to beat up Pegasus and then take his YouTube channel. It's like, I never said that, but I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. Line do be OP.
This. Also, you're the one who brought up the death penalty and beatings and all of that. I think you were reading the shit out of all that. That was you. That's the reason we're even talking about this, because you're unhinged. In none of my videos have I ever unpromptedly talked about the death penalty or anything, and that's the reason why it's different. You might have talked about me lesser, but but yours was explicit harassment, explicitly even bringing up those specific Twitter accounts and stuff. Mine was commentary. That's the difference. So then he starts going after Sensitive, I guess, you know, subtly hinting at finding where he is and his local laws.
Hasan has been a lot more extreme. I just don't want this to escalate.
What is this? Sensitive Society has too many Hasan videos to count. Here are a few. Bye bye Hasan. morepegasus came all over Hasan and he's mad. Lawsuit.
I forgot I made that. Certified Hood Classic, though.
Hasan just got exposed big fucking time. Yeah, I don't really know who the fuck this guy is, but wonder if he's violating his local rules.
I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. Hasan. Actually, I'm not scared. Hasan, if you want my live real-time location, just send me a DM. I'll send it to you, and you can come over. You can live stream it if you want. You could just come over, maybe bring Kaya, but without the shock collar. That'd be great. And we'll have some tea, some boba, some iced vanilla lattes. I know, I love those. I don't know if you like those, but I would love that. You know, be a cute little date, and we could talk about what we like about each other and what we don't like about each other.
This is so hilarious, by the way. Just like sending his audience on these missions to harass people. It's so weird, man. Like, this is always going to backfire like it always does. You know what you're doing. You know it's scummy. That's why you're laughing like a maniac. I mean, I guess I'll let Sensitive respond to this, but what an odd thing to do.
As far as I'm concerned, that's my segment, and I'm not going on Twitter to fucking dig up more clips. So that was my response to my idol, Hasan. I'm a little heartbroken that it has come to this. Hasan, my DMs are open. My door's open. It's unlocked. You can just, you know, walk right in as soon as you get my location, and we could talk it out. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm all ears. Hopefully, one day you and I could both be teachers at Streamer University. I think you and I would make a great combo. But yeah, let me know. Nothing but love to Hasan and Kaya. And yeah, please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I think I've said enough. Bye.